Stadium in Iowa City. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero. The beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 35, he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Cross it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab and there's room. It's a running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Wants to throw it again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go, ready. Wide, 53, wide, hey, move.
He might want another play.
Western. Ready, go.
He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover two. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Going to try to get it himself. Smashes through the tackle. Quarterback got it himself. Turning it on. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Ball loose in the end zone. Defense all over it, and they've stopped the drive, and they'll get a touchback. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moulton. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlock after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. He's going to take off. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Makes the catch. It's Diaz. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Handoff for Malton. Got enough for the 1st. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And the Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run with Malton. And he's in! Touchdown, Iowa! His 3rd touchdown of the game and, well, of the season. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Knight. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And guys with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the...
Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, I'm a good play caller when I got a guy like this at the quarterback spot. Like, he's so adept at seeing where the space is, finding it, breaking through it. And Palmer, this isn't the first time he's made a play today.
No, you're right, David. And it's got to be frustrating for the defense because they knew with his running ability he was going to get his touches, and they knew they had to be able to slow him down from running the football, but they haven't been able to do that. When you've got speed like this guy has, and you can throw it the way he does, he just causes so many problems for you as a defensive coordinator. This guy is going to be a problem for any defense that faces him this season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Diaz. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
On on 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running inside, it's Moulton. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Takes a shot. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try to do it himself. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the right. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 7 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's Clemson not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll give it to Malton. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Here we go, ready. White 29, white 29. Move. Slide. Booster. Go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Mark, ready. Shift. Go.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Every play magnified in the 4th quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Diaz. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Iowa! They move on top here in the 4th. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The run inside. It's Moulton. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Kamari again. Might have a chance. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. With the catch, it's Cooper. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions, you got to put something together. The last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Kamari again. Here's a little room there. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Malton. There he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Swings it out to his running back. Can't get him to the ground. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. He's got it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. On first down, here comes this offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.